goodbye to our view before heading up the mountains. Starting the Prezzies today. I think Mount Jackson is the first one. And hoping to get a spot at Lake in the Clouds Hut tonight, so I need to get moving. Good morning, everybody. It's day 166 and another beautiful day in the Whites. Last night I stealth camped at Webster Cliffs, I think it's called. And basically it's just a rocky overlook, but there were some stealth sites tucked away. So that was just before the summit of Mount Webster. And then my plan for today, hopefully, if all goes well, which I'm really hoping it does, I'm hoping to stay at Lake of the Clouds Hut, something like that. But basically how the huts work is they are owned and operated by the AMC. This is my understanding. I could be getting it wrong. Owned and operating by the AMC, and you can pay like $150, $180, something like that a night to stay at the huts, typically catering to weekend day hikers type situation. They don't have showers. They only offer breakfast and dinner, which I've heard the food is really good. But no electricity, so you can't like charge. So like really pricey considering what you're getting out of it. But typically the huts will take a couple work for stays, meaning they'll take in a couple through hikers and allow them to do dishes, do chores, sweep, whatever, in return for a stay at the hut. But most of them you end up sleeping on the ground. Like they're not going to give you an actual like bunk. Oh yeah, also the huts don't even have rooms, they have bunks. So yeah, another thing that, you know, it's like, wow, $150 is kind of a lot for a bunk. But Lake of the Clouds Hut is kind of unique in that it's really big because it is on the way up to Mount Washington, which is a very popular spot. And they have what they call a dungeon that has 6 bunks in it that they allow first come, first serve to through hikers. And then they also do 4, I think, work for stays where you can actually stay inside the hut, sleeping on the ground, of course. But you get to partake in any leftovers that they might have from meal service. So in total, 10 through hikers. And the only issue is you don't know if it's full until you get there and ask. And then if you get there and it's full, your only other option, I think, unless you want to like go ahead and summit Washington, which most people showing up at that time don't have the time of the day to do that. So the only other option is a stealth site that's like half a mile down a really steep side trail. And then obviously the next morning you'd have to walk half a mile back up the really steep side trail. So anyways, all that to say, I'm trying to get a spot at Lake in the Clouds Hut tonight. I haven't seen that many through hikers. Like I think we're kind of like behind the bubble again, which honestly is preferable in situations like this. So I'm hopeful. It's only 9.2 miles, which, you know, doesn't seem like a lot. Sorry if my camera work is like all over the place. My arms are like really tired. Anyways, only 9.2 miles, which doesn't seem like a lot, but considering the other day 11 miles took me like 13 hours, I just really don't know what to expect. So I'm just gonna try to be efficient about my brakes and keep it slow and steady and get there when I get there and hope for the best. So yeah, I'll keep y'all posted along the way. Fingers crossed for a stay at the hut. Summit of Mount Webster, just after sunrise. Not a bad way to start the day. A little bit of cliff climbing. This is what we came up. Wow. All right, onward. Looks like the trail goes right over there. I wish I knew which direction we're going. I almost wonder that back there, if that's Washington. There's something up top, it looks like. And I know Washington has a weather station on top, so that might be Mount Washington back there. I don't know, but I kind of figure we'll hike this and then go over, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. This is the trail. Are you kidding me? This is insane. Here we go. This is kind of cool. So this mountain right here, that's where we summited Mount Webster. So it would be really cool if I could see, like, I don't know, another thru hiker that I know walk up to the summit and just like yell at them from up here. This is pretty gnarly, but it's really beautiful. You can see the clouds in the distance in the valleys. I worry that this is what I'm about to go up. Oh boy. Just as I suspected, you can't even see the trail over the rocks. But yeah. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm on the trail. The blazing here, I think most of the blazes are like on the rocks themselves. And, you know, just with weather and a lot of use from hikers, the blazes just get worn off really easily. So blazing in New Hampshire, I would say not great, but I understand why. The last 1/10 of a mile before getting to Mount Jackson is no joke. I mean, literally just climbing rock walls. I will say it's a lot easier going up than going down. Past a girl just going down, and this section, she literally just slid on her butt. Check that out. This is what I thought was Mount Washington. You see the lights up there? Crazy, that one cloud right above it. This is the summit of Mount Jackson. Also, officially poured my blood into the whites. No tears, sweat and blood so far. I'm sure tears will come at some point. Oh, yeah. Well, not only did I scrape up my shin on some rocks, but I just fully hit the ground. I don't know. You can't really tell because I'm dirty all over, but I was walking on the boardwalks and they're just really slippery. So I had like one leg extended and one leg on a rock behind me. And went to push off on a rock. Here's the boardwalks. Went to push off on a rock and the foot that was on the boardwalk just slid. And it was like slow motion falling over. I'm fine. I'm glad I didn't fall in mud. or water. That would have been awful. But, oh man, what a day. It's just taking it out of me, like, physically. But just take it slow. Keep on keeping on. That's all I can do. You see, I could have fallen right into this mud bog. So, I'm glad that didn't happen. Dropping in at the Mizpah Hut. Might go see if they've got water and maybe any leftovers. I don't know. Summit from Mount Pierce. Got some dark clouds looming. Hopefully that won't turn into anything though. This is the view from Mount Pierce. I'm not sure if that is Washington or not. I don't know. Look at little sunrise off in the distance. This is cool. It's nice and cool and breezy today too. Wow. What a beautiful day for the prezzies.
You can literally see our path.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Insane.
There's Washington right up there. The one dark cloud right above it. Wonder if we're gonna go back up this. Maybe not. Crazy. So that's where we just came from. Big dark cloud. But no rain as of right now. And the trail has just been unreal. Unlimited views. Exposed ridgeline. Just stunning. I'm honestly speechless. You can see there's some people up there. So I suppose that's where I'm heading. Also, we're getting kind of close to the clouds. That's how you know we're getting up here. There's Washington. Right up ahead. And like I said this morning, I'm not going to plan on summiting Washington until tomorrow. I think Lake of the Clouds Hut is pretty much at the base. So that's where I'm planning on heading tonight. But wow, just seeing it from right here, I don't know, I'm getting a little emotional about it. It just seems like my entire hike it's been, wait till you get to the Whites, wait till you get to Washington. Washington, by the way, is the second highest peak on the AT, next to Clingman's Dome in the Smokies. Look at these clouds, people. Look at that. That's insane. I'm gonna have to go cry right quick. Good tears for once. And I'll check back with y'all later. Alright, I had to interrupt my cry to show y'all the Cog Railway going down the mountain, I think? I can't really tell if it's going up or down, but yeah, you can actually take a train, a very scenic tour, so I've heard, up to the summit of Washington. So here's the ridge right over here that we just came from. Look how steep it is down from this angle. You can really see it. The views just keep on giving. Lake in the Clouds hut and look at the view. Look at that person standing up on that ridge, or up on that's Mount Monroe. So we looked out and we got the work for stay, and I think what we're gonna do is do dishes after dinner or scrub pots or something like that. So not too bad for hopefully a free meal and a place to stay for the night. Act natural. Dude, this is so beautiful. And I'm not talking about sunrise. Although, you're very beautiful too. Dinner time at the Hut. Alright, we are night hiking. Not night hiking. Getting too eager. We are hiking up Mount Monroe for sunset, which I think Mount Monroe is the second highest peak, only next to Mount Washington, but the AT does not go over Mount Monroe. There's a blue blaze, so since it's super close to the hut, we're gonna take the blue blaze and go see it. The second highest peak in the Prezi is not on the AT, but this is what we're looking at right now. So not super cloudy, kind of hazy, but it looks like it's still gonna be really beautiful. View from Mount Monroe.
Oddly enough, the headband makes you, it's more flattering somehow.
360.
Oh, that's good, because that one didn't get so
Back to the hut and saying goodnight to the mountains.